Hey, Alex.
Hey, Andrew.
What's this?
This is Brains on the Outside.
And, well, what's that?
Brains on the Outside is a comedy podcast about celebrating creativity through ridiculous business ideas.
It is indeed. And we come up with business ideas. Like, could you build an app to let animals share their ideas of how to escape from zoos? Or what if animals had human jobs? What would they do? Would they work in call centers? Or would they work at...
Little.
Got a business idea for me, Alex.
I sure do, Andrew.
I felt like I was very Scottish there. But I'll let you proceed anyway.
Do you know what I love?
What do you love? Carly Rae Jepsen.
I definitely love Carly Rae Jepsen. Yes, I do. And the Pet Shop Boys.
Ooh.
But also, I love it when I go into the local Starbucks down the street and I walk up and Jodie behind the desk goes, "Oh, do you having the usual, Alex?" And I go, "Yep." And then she makes me my usual coffee.
It does feel pretty good, doesn't it? That sort of community feeling.
I love that.
There's a bar in Durham where I go to, and the person behind the bar, we know each other, and she likes to pour her own pint sometimes.
It's fucking cool. Yeah. It's like that sort of Cheers feeling of like, you know,
one the go where everyone knows your name.
yeah, exactly, yeah. So I want to make that a reality everywhere.
Right, okay.
Yeah. So we have facial recognition these days. We have all this analysis and analytics that Google owns about you and knows everything. Mm-hmm. What if we gave all of that information to every shop, every pub, every cafe in the whole world?
Yeah.
And we facial recognize you as you walk through the door. So by the time you get to the desk, the front desk, whoever it is behind the counter is like, "Hey, Andrew," the usual. And then they give you the thing that you usually order.
Any scenario. Does every business now look like the bar from Cheers? I don't even know what the bar from Cheers looks like, but I want to imagine I am going like to the supermarket and I walk into Tesco and Ted Danson's just there like drying a glass.
Yeah, that's the front of every store. And then it's the regular store behind it. Mm-hmm. You just have to walk through the bar bit. and Ted Danson, a Ted Danson robot, because it's not always Ted Danson, or a Ted Danson clone, or a Ted Danson lookalike, because depending on cost, right?
Your little corner shop down the road can't afford the Ted Danson bought 4,000.
No, exactly. They just got a Ted Danson lookalike who looks mostly like Ted Danson.
Yeah. But
he's like, "Hey, Andrew, we've got those peanuts that you like in." Again.
It's giving that friendly feeling to every business that you could possibly go to.
Everyone. I think it's the only positive use of facial recognition.
You're in a supermarket and Ted Danson's like, "The usual, mate." And then does he slide over all your shopping? Or do you have to go in and get it yourself?
I think you have to go in and get it yourself. But when you walk in, we've turned off all the lights everywhere that there isn't something that you would want. So every individual bit of the supermarket is lit, and it's just like, oh, the dry roasted peanuts are lit, the Cheerios, the semi-skimmed milk, and the custard, and I'm just guessing what you eat. Tins of tuna, Dolmio sauce.
This is like, your opinion of my diet is so low. This is actually like an interesting idea here for like if you had like AR glasses and you went into a supermarket with like a shopping list from Tesco, and it could like point you with your Apple AR VR glasses to the place to go.
I love that. That ties in directly with this. And then actually we don't even need to have a real Ted Danson there. It just overlays a Ted Danson at the door. A virtual one. He's just there straight away.
And Ted Danson, I imagine you'll call him up and you'll be like, "Right, so we're going to do mass data collection on every inhabitant of Earth and then sell it to every business. This personal information," he might be kind of against it, but the royalties he's going to get for being front of house of every business in the world.
Yeah.
I think every man has his price. And I think being the front of house for every business in the world and getting that royalties will be his price.
Well, can you imagine being Ted Danson and turning down the opportunity to be cloned into 400 Tesco stores in the UK? There's not just one Ted Danson, there's 400 of you. You're going to live forever, man.
Is it does Ted Danson get to go and do like a career afterwards? Is he like, can he go and be in the good place or something, or is he just like, you're just front of house in Tesco?
I mean, I think that is the one downside of this. Like, he can't be seen anywhere else because people just get confused.
Yeah. Oh, right.
Because actual Ted Danson won't actually know your name.
No. Just the one in a specific store.
We have to maintain that. Like,
earpiece.
Every time you see a Ted Danson knows everything about you, and actual Ted Danson doesn't know everything about you.
We have spoken about it in a supermarket, and I get that. You walk in, you go to the supermarket a lot.
Yeah.
So your usual kind of might make sense.
Mm-hmm.
What if you are going to, like, I don't know,
buy a car?
Yeah. What if you're going to buy a car?
Yeah, well, you get the usual car.
Get the usual.
Because there's also this huge background benefit to this, right? Where we know what people are going to buy because it's the usual, so we can start to streamline the production process. Oh, I'm just going to need a new car soon. It's going to be
the usual,
a yellow Skoda Fabia with alloy rims and an extra big gear stick. I presume I don't drive. I presume.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think you drive, Alex. I actually think this works well in any scenario. You go to buy a car, and they're like, "Oh, the usual, Alex," and you're like, "No, that does sound great, but not today." And then you enter into this banter of the guy's like, "Oh, you're not having the usual. This is what's up?" And I think either way, it results in a fun piece of communication,
a fun interaction. Yeah, but if you're not having the usual, we're charging you more. That's always.
There's a discount for.
Oh, it's not a discount for getting the usual.
Oh, we bumped the price up.
We bumped the price up.
If you're being again the unusual.
If you're being difficult, yeah. If you're not towing the line, it's more expensive.
Right. Okay. I mean, is there Tesco's that is like where you go where you want everyone to know your name, and then there's the normal Tesco that now costs a bit more because you can't streamline it.
Oh, right. If you want anonymity,
yeah,
you go to the regular Tesco. Tesco. And you get in there.
There's a slightly meaner bartender at the front. The lights that guide you to their shopping, they're all just wrong. You're looking for the Jordan's Country Crisp, but it just keeps up lighting the special K. There's some really fun, like maybe you get glasses. Mm-hmm.
And you walk into the Tesco's and it doesn't recognize you. You get someone else's usual stuff. Like, yeah, that would be fun. You grow a beard and a mustache, and that's like, yeah, random shopping for you today.
Like, the supermarket, people try lots of weird tech things in supermarkets. Tesco already has like an enormous amount of data on every citizen of the UK.
It does.
The club cards, right?
And loads and loads of facial recognition cameras everywhere inside of Tesco's these days.
Yeah, right. This is a viable business.
You could just do it.
Yeah. They just need to merge with an AR/VR company.
Yeah.
Tesco will be the place where everyone knows your name.
How much can a Ted Danson cost? Not that much.
The good place is finished, so he's
got nothing else to do. Yeah.
He may as well come on, firstly the show, and then also just every Tesco in the country. I have a bag that I've had for like 10 years. I bought it when I was 16.
Uh-huh.
And a really nice leather satchel.
Oh.
And I use it probably every single day.
Yeah, it's lovely.
And one of the nice things about having it for so long is that the leather's really worn in now.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually strangely curved to the shape of my back and my butt.
Oh, yeah.
It's just...
You've sofaed it.
I've sofaed it. It's fantastic. I love it. But, I won't lie. When I first got it, leather's like it's kind of hard and,
Yeah.
And I've not bought leather shoes in a while. I bought the fake leather Doc Martens. And it's the same. It takes a while to wear these things in.
Yeah.
I'm really pleased to announce our new sponsor.
Yeah.
What they do is you just send them all your leather stuff. You buy that new bag, you buy that new pair of shoes, put your shoe feet in them, you're like, oh, this kind of hurts. You just send them to these people and they'll just wear in your leather for you.
Oh, that's such a good thing because I hate wearing in leather shoes because it hurts, right?
It hurts a lot, but it's actually a pretty cheap service because the people, they make a big deal with the people who get your stuff to wear in, they're quite excited because they get to try out the new fashionable shoes and the new bag, and they get to have it for a little while, and they always have new stuff to wear, and they send it back to you once it's ready to be nice and snuggly.
That's good. Do they only do leather stuff, or will they wear in your jeans? Because like when I was younger, I don't know whether this is still the case, but when I was younger, there was always stories about people would buy a pair of jeans and then they would run over them in the car.
What?
Like they drive over them in the car.
That's nuts.
To make them look more weathered.
What? That is such an extreme way to do it.
It's mad. You'd buy a pair of jeans and then you'd put them on and then you'd sit in the bathtub full of water and then cold water, and then you'd get out and then you'd peel the jeans off so that they would like shrink to fit jeans.
I'm in shock right now. The leather people actually, no, they don't do jeans. They're actually they are bitter, brutal rivals with the jean wearing company. So there is another company, but the ad people, the sponsor, they have real beef with them. So there is another competitor that does jeans.
All right. They just call them the competitor, like that Coke and Pepsi thing where the people at Pepsi were never allowed to say Coca-Cola. They were only allowed to say the competitor, yeah.
Exactly like that.
Oh, okay.
And there's a brutal rivalry between all the wearing companies.
Oh, rough.
But right now, if you need anything, do you have anything you need to get weared in?
I have a new pair of Doc Martens, yeah.
Yeah, so you just use a discount code Leathery Bottle at the website www.
I can't believe you've done this to yourself.
I've done it to myself.
Is it www.theleatherweatherers.com?
I mean, that's really it's weird that you remember the name of the sponsor and I didn't there, but yes, it's www.leatherweatherers.com/leathery bottle and you get a big discount.
Beautiful.
Right, perfect. If someone else has an ad that they would like to put on the show, how are they get in contact with us, Alex?
If they send the ad copy and the name of the company,
please,
in big bold letters at the top, to our email, brainsontheoutside@gmail.com, or to our Instagram, brainsontheoutside, or to our Twitter, brainsoutside, then we will be in touch with you and we will read out pretty much, within reason, anything on the show, as you can tell.
I was in the supermarket yesterday. I was trying to buy
What'd you buy?
Oh, yeah. What's ahead of me, Alex? So I was looking for ice cream.
Oh, nice.
And
what flavor?
I was wanting Ben & Jerry's, the cookie dough stuff.
Uh-huh.
It's basically the one. It's the only Ben & Jerry's I really sort of like. It's the one I really like, you know.
Oh, I like the one with the pretzel pieces in, Netflix and chilled. It's real good.
So you have that one with the core, but I don't really like the core one.
Nah.
No.
It's a waste of ice cream.
But Ben & Jerry's is $4.50 a tub, unless it's on like a deep discount.
Oh, yeah.
So it's kind of scary buying it on the normal price when you know someday soon it'll be there for $2.59.
Yeah.
In Tesco. It's kind of unfair, you know. This is inequality between cheap things and expensive things. Is there a way to like remedy all that? And I was thinking, as well, it's a place that does it very well.
Oh yeah,
it's a fun fair. When you go on those claw machines, right? There's good prizes in there, and there's bad prizes in there. And though it is slightly scale based, it's also law of luck. So you could end up winning something really good. Can we merge these ideas together? A business that sells freezers that have claw grabber arms in them. So you just pay an amount of money.
Yeah.
The average price of all in that freezer, and you have a go on the claw machine.
Okay, so what you're saying is, I'll walk up to the freezer machine.
Yeah.
Instead of being open, there's a claw machine in there.
Yeah.
All of the ice cream. In the store.
Up for grabs.
Tesco's own brand, Ben & Jerry's, Haagen-Dazs, Walls, Calippo's, everything is in that one machine.
Yes. So now the opportunity to get the really nice undiscounted Ben & Jerry's is still there, but and it's cheaper than normal because you're averaging everything out. But there's a risk you might end up with like a the really cheap, like single Calippo.
Oh,
Bit of risk, bit of reward. You know,
I felt
kind of getting also into this like loot box mentality of you're just putting coins in and seeing what comes out.
yeah, man. I mean, that also makes the supermarket trip a lot more fun.
Oh yeah, I think the entire supermarket could be done up like this.
Is it skill based? So if I'm really good, I could get the Ben and Jerry's out, or is it like I'm going to get a random thing? And is it a prize every time?
I think prize every time. Yeah. I think it's skill based in the way I view like a carnival game might be skill based, that you could be good at it, but there's a certain level of deception and cheating and lying in a carnival game where like you can't really like beat it. I don't think.
Oh right. So if
there's a bit of randomness.
There's some randomness in there, but it's tilted towards the house. So if you're in Iceland, a store here in the UK that sells frozen stuff, they are definitely taking a rake because they are dishing out Ben and Jerry's less often than they're dishing out Iceland brand Neapolitan ice cream.
Yes. We can sort of stack it. In behind the scenes in the computer system, we can kind of distribute how the rewards are given out.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, because you know, my when I think about like little claw grabber things, like sometimes you have something that slips it. So it can be slightly rigged a little bit.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so you started out with like, we're going to sort out some of the inequality in supermarket goods, and now you've turned into this is a casino.
It's called gamification. Okay, how about there's always a minimum price.
Okay,
you put in your £1.50 for your ice cream,
and
you are guaranteed to get something out.
Okay,
you either claw grab something out, and if you can't claw grab something out, something just rolls out the chute anyway.
Okay,
but that'll be like the baseline prize.
Okay.
So you're guaranteed an ice cream unless you have the skill to claw grab out the good Ben and Jerry's.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So why stop at ice cream?
Oh, I think this should apply to almost all purchases.
Okay, yeah. So you go up to the milk cabinet and you put your pound in, and you either get like 4 pints of gold top premium creamy milk, or you get a pint of red top. Basically, it's white water.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
The only thing I draw the line at is like when you're trying to get the flour out and it's like glue and freeze mixed in with normal stuff. Dietary restrictions are like separated out.
Okay, so it's not like you go up to the butter machine, the butter machine, and there's like butter and flour and lard. All in the same, or beef dripping, because it's all the same shape in the same packages.
Maybe there's different tiers.
Okay.
Maybe we can separate it out for you.
Right.
I don't want to just say get good, but I think we'll separate it out. We don't want to make you ill. You want to,
if you're a vegetarian, you don't want to. You don't want to end up with beef dripping.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And is it always the same types of things? So it's always like all ice cream in one, or is it like sometimes you can go up and there's a machine that's got maybe ice cream and also towels and also washing up liquid and tablets, like, so you could lucky
dip like a proper lucky dip.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, definitely. I kind of like this idea of also the next step.
Yeah.
So I kind of thought, like, it came to me a bit earlier, but like just loot boxes.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know. You put your pound in and you don't know what's coming out.
Okay.
But you know there's like a 0.1% chance that you might get like the nice bread.
Oh,
like the nice bakery bread.
Nice.
Or you might get like the little bottle of the lime shampoo Tesco makes, you know, that might come out.
This is really nice. Like in Tesco's, this means one thing, which is great. And in Lidl, with the middle aisle, it means that you can come out with a tin of beans or a circular saw or a canoe.
Actually, this is where it's applied. I kind of retract a lot of what I said previously. The main use for this is the little middle aisle. Maybe we should take a second to explain what the little middle aisle is.
Yeah.
so there's a supermarket called Lidl in the UK, and it's a normal supermarket. They have also like discount brands of stuff. So they won't have Pringles, they'll have their own brand of Pringles. They won't have Cadbury's chocolate, they'll have their own version of Cadbury's chocolate, and it looks uncannily similar.
It doesn't. It has a really weirdly, like, they'll be like Quingles.
Yeah. But in the middle of the supermarket, there's this aisle that's not food, and it's just random crap. But where we say random, I mean, it could be anything. It could be socks.
Yeah.
Or like...
an inflatable canoe.
Yeah.
I once saw a canoe in there.
Like, or actually like a circular saw.
Yeah.
It could be genuinely anything.
A thing to jumpstart your car.
Yeah.
Or like a packet of 40 towels.
5 Peppa Pig DVDs. Or once I went there in undergrad and I bought like an actual, like, it was basically this, like a big sword you use for trimming your garden bushes. And I got home back to our halls, and one of my friends was like, "Oh, what you got there, Andrew?" I was like, "Oh, it's like this big, like, sword thing for trimming bushes." And he was like, "Well, we don't have." I was like, "Yeah, but it's cool." And he's like, "Oh, can I see that?" And he's like, I give it to him, and he's like, "Oh, can I see the receipt to see how much it costs?" And I passed him the receipt, and then he just walked out the flat and he gave it back to Lidl. So I imagine the little middle aisle, there's just one huge grabby arm on it.
Yeah.
You put your pound in. Then there is like maybe when they like every 3 months when they put new stuff in the aisle, maybe the stuff in the leftover season. The leftover season just becomes a loot box. You put a coin in, £2, something comes out.
This is real. This is real good. There's so much. I also want to like IKEA. As well. You want to. Yeah, you want to. There's like something really nice. You go to IKEA and you pay for the new house loot box, and it gives you a random selection of all the things that you need to buy a new house. And it's like you can have like a Billy bookcase in blue and a Billy bookcase in red.
Yeah,
and you can have like a sofa bed. And
it gives you like the percentage chances of winning each item.
Yeah,
and it's like you can put your pound in, you might win this, or 10% chance you'll win this, but a 3% chance you'll win this, and a 1% chance you'll win this plasma TV.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Loot boxes everywhere.
I mean, the next logical step then is, can there be a little middle aisle battle pass? There is a second little middle aisle that you gain like experience by playing the normal middle aisle claw grabber game.
Yeah.
Each successful claw grabber game gives some experience. It levels up your battle pass to unlock stuff in like the pro tier of little middle aisle.
There is a proportion of our listeners who will not understand
any word of that.
Any word of that whatsoever.
They just have to trust us.
Yeah.
That it's a good idea.
It is a good idea. And it unlocks you a new outfit that you can wear to go to Lidl.
I'm just trying to imagine like you get to level 100 and an employee comes out, he's like, right, so you've learned a new emote now? And he takes you around back and he teaches you how to like do the Louis Theroux jiggle dance. And he's like, you can only use this in store.
Yeah.
Please don't use it outside the store. Please don't tell anybody else that either.
I love it. It's so good.
Every time you go into Lidl, you have to like thank the manager.
There's so many niche jokes in here. Actually. It's good. It's really good.
Fortnite's a good game.
Fortnite would, like, if we Fortnited everything, it would be good.
It'd be a good society.
It would be a good society. It would be really good. That was a good show, Andrew. Supermarket-based show.
Supermarket-based slashed gamification and battle pass Fortnite.
I cannot wait to wear my little suit, like my primo gold battle pass little suit, to go to Lidl and say hello to Ted Danson on the way in, and then press the loot box button and see what the hell I'm getting for dinner. Oh
my god! Like we this is I think maybe we return to this shortly, this idea, because you mentioned the Lidl outfit, but you actually own another branded outfit, I believe, Alex, from Greg's.
I do.
I think crossovers.
Yeah,
could be an episode in the future.
I mean, I've already written some notes about Greg's crossovers, future Greg's crossovers. What does the Greg's and Apple crossover look like? And what is the what does the Greg's and Toyota crossover look like?
So if people have heard that and they know what the Greg Toyota crossover looks like, or they want us to explain to them what a battle pass is, how would they communicate that to us? How could they tell us that desire?
So they can send us a message on Instagram, which is brains on the outside, or they can send us a tweet, which is brains outside, or if they want to go retro, they could send us an email, brainsontheoutside@gmail.com.
Perfect.
Or if they want to play Fortnite with us.
Oh, shit. If someone's listening to this and they want to have a quick game of Fortnite
Yeah.
or Halo Infinite, just give us a little message.
Let's do it. Let's go. That was fabulous. I enjoyed that very much, Andrew. It was a good, fun show.
Good, fun show. If people think it was a good, fun show, please tell your friends.
Please tell your friends.
That's the best thing you could do for our
Get on
good,
Fortnite.
fun
Tell
show.
your Fortnite squad.
Yeah.
All right. Fab. And until next week, Andrew.
Keep your brain on the outside.
Keep your brain on the outside, man.